Are you ready, 49ers faithful? The off-season is heating up, and whispers of a major move are swirling around the Bay Area. With the possibility of a blockbuster trade and the looming question of a key contract extension, the San Francisco 49ers are on the brink of reshaping their roster. Stay tuned, because this could change everything for our beloved team. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video to keep the 49ers spirit alive with the latest updates. The San Francisco 49ers are making waves this offseason, and as a die-hard fan, I can't help but get excited about the potential changes on the horizon. With a disappointing 6-11 record last season, the 49ers clearly have some work to do, and the focus is shifting toward NFL free agency. Injuries certainly played a role in our struggles, but let's face it, the depth that once made this team a perennial contender has dwindled. Now it's time for the front office to take decisive action as we head into free agency. According to the latest reports from Sportskeeda's Tony Pauline, the 49ers are honing in on a couple of key positions, offensive line and cornerback. And while they're also considering adding a wide receiver, that seems to hinge on the future of Deebo Samuel. Honestly, I'm torn about that. On one hand, having Samuel in the lineup is a game changer, but if the right trade comes along, it could set us up for more significant moves. What do you think? Should we hold on to Deebo or make a bold move? When we look at the cornerback position, it's clear we need to fill the void left by Charvarius Ward. Though he's shown flashes of brilliance, last season was tough for him on a personal level. He's expressed a desire to play outside of California, and given the circumstances, it's understandable. That opens the door for someone like DJ Reed Jr., who could step in and provide that high-end talent we desperately need. Plus, with Robert Saleh back in the picture, there's familiarity that could make this transition smoother. But if the 49ers want to be strategic with their spending, there are cost-effective options like Carlton Davis III or Rasul Douglas that could also bolster our defense. Now, let's shift gears to the offensive line. This is where it gets a bit concerning. Only one spot is secured long-term, and that's a problem. Trent Williams is a legend, but we know he won't be around forever. Finding his replacement is crucial, and while the 2025 NFL draft may offer some hope, we can't afford to wait. Right now, we need to make moves in free agency. Veteran guards like Kevin Zeitler and Brandon Scherf are on the radar, and they'd provide immediate help. Then there are potential tackles like Morgan Moses, Dan Moore Jr., and Alaric Jackson, who could solidify the line for next season. So, what does all this mean for our future? A strong offensive line is vital for any team, especially for a young quarterback like Brock Purdy, who we're hoping will be locked in for the long haul. It's about protecting our investment and giving him the time he needs to make plays. Without that protection, it's going to be a long season. And as fans, we need to remember that every decision the 49ers make will ripple through the roster and impact our chances of reclaiming that championship glory. Do you think this is the best path forward for the 49ers? Honestly, I'm a bit conflicted. The potential for significant improvement is there, but execution is everything. If we can land some key free agents and couple that with a solid draft, we might just be on the right track. But there's always that nagging feeling. What if we miss out on the right players? What if we don't make the necessary moves to compete in the NFC? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you excited about the potential free agency moves? Do you think we should trade Deebo if the right offer comes along? Let's get the conversation going. As the San Francisco 49ers look to reshape their secondary this offseason, an intriguing name has surfaced in discussions among fans and analysts alike: Asante Samuel Jr. from the Los Angeles Chargers. With multiple cornerbacks set to hit free agency, including our starting cornerback Charvarius Ward, it's a pivotal moment for the 49ers. The team currently has some promising young talent in Diomedor Lenoir and Renato Green, but are they ready to step into the spotlight as starters? Have to admit, I'm a bit torn here. The potential departure of Ward leaves a significant hole in our defense, and while Green has shown flashes of brilliance, I'm not sure he's quite ready for the full-time role just yet. That's where Samuel Jr. comes into play. ESPN's Aaron Schatz has pointed out that he could be a perfect fit for our team, and honestly, I can see why. At just 26 years old, He's at that sweet spot where he has ample experience but still plenty of room for growth. Let's talk about Samuel's recent performance. Yes, he faced injury issues last season, appearing in only 4 games, but prior to that, he had a standout year in 2023. He racked up 63 tackles, including 1 for a loss, 2 interceptions, and 13 passes defended. Those numbers are impressive and indicate he can be a game-changer for us. Not to mention, he achieved a coverage grade of 75.6 from Pro Football Focus, which is no small feat. If he can stay healthy, he could provide the stability and skill we need in our secondary. Schatz also highlighted Samuel's strengths in zone, coverage, and his ball skills, which align perfectly with what our defensive coordinator Robert Saleh wants to achieve. This is about more than just numbers. It's about building a cohesive unit that can adapt and thrive. If we can land Samuel, it could elevate our defense to a whole new level. But what does this mean for the future? If we bring in Samuel, it signals a commitment to youth and potential, something we desperately need as the NFL landscape continues to evolve. I know there are many of you wondering if this is the right path. Personally, I believe it is. The 49ers need to infuse new energy into the secondary, and Samuel's presence could not only serve as a stabilizing force, but also as a mentor for our younger players like Green. At the same time, we have to consider the likelihood of Ward heading to the Minnesota Vikings and linebacker Dre Greenlaw possibly making his way to the Arizona Cardinals. These moves could significantly reshape our defense, and it's crucial for us to be strategic about who we bring in to fill those gaps. This offseason is all about making smart choices that will set us up for success, not just in the immediate future, but for years to come. I want to hear from you, fellow 49ers fans. Do you think targeting Asante Samuel Jr. is the best decision for our team? What are your thoughts on Ward potentially leaving? Honestly, I'm torn, because while I see the potential in Samuel, I also recognize the void that would be left by Ward. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. As we navigate through these crucial decisions, let's remember that every move counts. The success of our team hinges on these strategic choices, and as passionate fans, we need to be engaged and vocal about our hopes and expectations. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. And if you enjoyed this discussion, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can keep the spirit of the Yavam 49ers alive and thriving.